a wonderful pleasure to have you in studio. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. First of all, happy Women's Day to you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you.
my mom, Mantlane, and all beautiful women in South Africa. Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure.
Thank you. And I think you've got such not only a beautiful name, Sinelizwi.
Yes, Sinelizwi.
We have a voice.
Yes, we have a voice.
Oh my God,
Yes.
what a name. What a name.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, and you're living up to it, I think.
Yeah, it's even funny how I got to know it, right? I got to know my name when I was doing grade 8 because my parents wrote it on my birth certificate, but the name that I was actually using was not that one. It was Bonelo. I was actually given the name by Granny where my father grew up.
Yeah.
And then they respected her. So I'm called Sinelizwi.
Sinelizwi. Oh my goodness. I think that
is yes.
Hey
yes.
man.
Yeah.
What a beautiful name.
Normally I describe it in Tripetile like Sinelizwi to stand for people, to represent people. Sinelizwi to sing, because I'm an artist as well.
Yes.
Sinelizwi obviously has to do with the religion and spirituality because she was a churchgoer of Wesel Church. So I think she loved that song that says Sinelizwi likaThixo sinobomi ngalo. So yeah.
Sinelizwi likaThixo. Xhosa is such a beautiful language. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Story for another day. But right now we want to talk about this book.
Yeah.
Because I think there is a weight in this book that is incredibly important to note.
Yeah.
First things first, the title.
Yeah.
What makes the present moment innocent?
What makes the present innocent? I mean, the present moment to be innocent is the fact that whatever that happened. I don't have power to change it. But I can rather learn from it so that I'm gonna be cautious when I'm engaging to the present moment, at least, because the truth is that if you know that fire it's gonna burn your hand, it's gonna burn your hand. You can't put your hand there, obviously. So the innocent present moment, that's what the book is all about, encouraging people to enjoy into the present moment. Accept it as it is and allow it as it is. Stop being illusional, perhaps trying to be obsessed of the future. It's gonna happen when it's happening. Someone once said, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get into it. So why are you wasting much more time worrying? Just be in the moment and allow it to unfold the way it should. So that's what the book is all about. It's all about encouraging and understanding of how psychological times operate: the past, the present, the future.
Oh, I love that perspective. That is very wholesome perspective, because what actually is the point? And asking yourself those questions of what is the point of the worry? Is it going to get me closer to where I want to go? Is that what the worry is going to do? Because if it's not going to do anything, there's no point in worrying.
And actually you're just wasting your energy, the energy that's supposed to be applied into something that's productive, but now you are taking that energy, you applying it on being worried of something. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting energy? Just enjoy into the moment, allow everything to unfold the way it should. Someone said, everything is preordained. I think I like it when they say it ngesixhosa. Athi omnye umuntu uThixo wakwazi usesesizalweni sikanyoko. God knew you when you were in your mom's womb. So why are you worried? Everything is preordained.
Oh man, that is beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
A lot has happened in your own personal journey.
Yeah.
But when was that particular moment for you along your life's journey when you realized that you needed to live differently?
Yeah, most definitely. I think it has to do obviously with what we've just spoken about, worry. I was a bit worried when I found myself in Far East Rand Hospital, and I've just released my first musical project, and I couldn't be able to market it So I was worried of how am I gonna market it. So and then I figure out that so I'm going through a worry. So what am I gonna do? I need to be out there and market my project, but now I'm finding myself in hospital, lying in bed, and then I met this guy on the ward. He had a pile up of books, and then in one of the books there was a book by Mr. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and then I borrowed the book. And then other friend of mine, Sive, also brought me some other books. The book that I remember was a radio guide. So I had these two books, but I focused the most on this one of Mr. Eckhart Tolle because it was actually responding to me on that worry that I said I have of what is it that am I going to do because I'm here now. And then, okay, I've realized that, the actual present moment hasn't done anything. And the power is actually now, whatever that I'm going through right now, it was meant to happen. So why can't I endure into it and be present? Regardless of what is it that I want, I will cross that bridge when I get into it.
Yeah.
But now I am here. So that moment was actually the moment that actually changed my view of the world completely. You know, I started to see things completely. Then I was like, oh wow, even when I go out now, the hospital, when life happens, all those activities, I started to apply all those teachings that I've learned from the book up until I got into a point where I felt like, yo, I think I'm ready now to write my own book. To talk about everything that's been happening.
Talking about the journey of writing the book. You know, and what you were thinking in the original you know, manuscript of the book, because you were obviously going through something very difficult at the time. In fact, perhaps you know, help us understand when you started writing the book. Was it whilst you were in hospital or when you left, and what was going through your mind?
No, yes, after I've been in hospital.
Okay.
Because I started to write the book as you were reading 2025 January. So it was now a combination of all the experiences that I've went through, obviously, in my music journey, in my life at general. So I felt like, okay, why not? Because I'm an artist, right? I consider us as artists as we are gifted of being historians. Basically, we capture the moment and store them as a melody or as a song. But then I felt like I think a song only takes 3 minutes, only 4 minutes. But I feel like I need to talk about this whole thing. You know, how about writing down a book, also including these teachings of how to become present? Because I feel like people need to become present. We are too much obsessed. I had this thought, I think it was yesterday. I was like, I think at some point when God or universe allowed COVID-19 to occur, it was because of many people or human kingdom were so obsessed of the future, were so obsessed of thinking about what next, and then the COVID-19 happened. So that perhaps people can get time of solitude. People, they started to be alone. People, they started learning to be alone. They started to drive through finding themselves, through understanding themselves, through getting to know themselves, whom they are. At some point it wasn't good because many people died and so forth. Many people lose their jobs and stuff. But at some point, when it comes to solitude, or when it comes to people driving through finding themselves, to understand whom they are, it was actually positive that way, because people spend their time being alone, you know, the COVID-19 rules and stuff. So I feel like it was really, really necessary, and that's what actually made me to start to write a book, so that I'm gonna put all those experiences in one book.
Okay, understood. Completely understood. If you've just started listening, Sinelizwi Mbidana is joining me in studio. He is an Eastern Cape based musician and author, now self-published author, and he's written a wonderful book that really explores themes of anxiety in many ways, being so anxious about the future. But he's saying no, the present moment is where it's at, essentially. So we're looking at this particular journey of him writing and ultimately using his writing as a tool for restoring hope. Let's talk about how you have perhaps started to think, this is now post writing the book. How have you started to think about how carrying issues of the past into the present affect people?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if ever something happened to me or to you last year, but now do you realize that if you keep on applying that into your mind or responding into that, do you know that you are not responding into that by that moment? You are responding into that by this moment. I normally say a present moment is like a white cloth without stain. It hasn't done anything. It's clear. We can only ruin it or destroy it by putting thoughts of what happened. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we don't have to tap on the past. We can tap with an intentions of learning or perhaps of how to be productive in this present moment. The fact that umlilo, fire, is hot, it's gonna burn your hand, you have to know that obviously that's a past experience. So we have to use the past only to make this present moment productive. We have to be conscious. It doesn't mean we just need to forget about it. But also, when it comes to the future and stuff, it's cool to have a vision. It's cool to dream, to have a vision. What is it that you want? I normally say to people, when you have a vision, when you have a dream, there are two questions that you will have to face. Those two questions are how and when. Those are two questions. The why, the who, the what, all those questions are part of how, because life is gonna happen by means of giving you the how before you get the when. The when is when you're becoming that. So you have to know, but when the how is happening, ensure that you enjoy into the moment, because the how is not gonna happen in the sky or somewhere. My book talks about the real stories, because it's not like I lived in the sky or somewhere because I have this kind of wisdom and stuff.
Yeah, the realizations
I'm talking
that you've...
I'm talking about something that happened to me that is real. So it's good to know what is it that you want, but have it in mind and then leave it and then become present. Allow everything to unfold the way it should. Your job is to just allow everything to unfold the way it should. Sometimes, not all the time, the present moment feels good. When I'm saying people must become present, I don't mean everything is holy, everything is fine. No. The mind might convince you that this is painful. Then it is what it is. Someone says, but it is what it is. Go through it as it is. If it's painful, it is what it may be. Before you get into the when part of your dream, you have to endure into this pain. And this pain goes, equivalent, or it is part and parcel of giving you the how up until you get that dream happen.
Eastern Cape musician and author. You have to add mentor to the title, mentorship.
Really?
He's definitely well on his way to inspiring another generation of souls to be present in the moment. He's just sharing his debut book with us, The Innocent Present Moment. But right now on First Class Africa, I'm having a conversation with the author of The Innocent Present Moment, Sinelizwi Mbidana. He is drawing on his personal experiences through this particular book, and and looking at the personal challenges that he's gone through over the years, the journey towards mindfulness, very important, and greater presence as he shares the book with us and shares the journey with us. I want to talk about your background in music. I think that's such an important one, and a big part of the puzzle of you. How did you use music as a tool just in life to navigate what you're going through, to find yourself as a young man, but also did it help you in this journey that you were in, really trying to move into being more mindful?
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you for the question. I think it all goes back to my name, Sinelizwi. You remember that I said it has a tripartite of it. So obviously, as Sinelizwi, I have to sing. So I have to sing.
Yes.
So I think now it's the time of doing that prophecy of that Mrs. Noziamba, literally now. So music. I've been doing good. I'm proud of where I am musically. I mean, I've been awarded by Eastern Cape Sport Arts and Recreation, SAUMA, South African Upcoming Musician Awards. So it's been happening, and music to me at some point it therapeutic, mostly when I'm performing. I get healed. There's a song that I released, which is on my EP titled Ukololwam, which I released last year. That song says Sizophumelela. So all the time when I'm hearing the audience, I performed it a lot, in Joburg Theatre. All the time when I'm hearing the audience singing back, saying Sizophumelela, to me it's a sort of a therapy. It's a sort of an affirmation that for really, we are going to succeed in whatever that we are going through. So music played a huge role. Basically, before I even endured into writing a book, being an author, it has all been about music, because even for me, finding myself in hospital and stuff, what made me to be worried, it was obviously to protect this baby, which is music.
Okay. And then any plans to do a book tour, because this is the kind of story that a lot of people not only will resonate with but need to hear?
Yeah, most definitely. I am looking forward, to go broad. I was talking with this one guy which is he's in Botswana, Gaborone. So I was telling him that, man, I'm looking forward to do a book launch there in Botswana, probably at the beginning of next year. And obviously, I'm gonna do it here in South Africa. On the 4th of October, we're doing a book launch in Matatiele. We're a combination of authors, but 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th of September, I will be in Lusikisiki. There's a Funda Mpondo International Literary that's going to be happening. I'm so proud. The lady who's organizing that, she told me that she would like me to be in the panel, on the 3rd. And then on the 4th, we will obviously be launching my book as well. It will be part of the books that they will be launching. So it was wow to me. I'm still new in this journey of authors and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. People can get my book. Mostly those who are here in South Africa. You can just simply WhatsApp me on 069 724 4217 069 724-4217, so I can just see your book. People been ordering the book. I'm glad for those who have it. Let's become present. That's what I'm preaching. That's what I believe. That Green was prophesying by Elizwi, that I'm prophesying over this boy child, is to let people to become present. So I've started to do that, Granny.
Man, Sinelizwi, you know, the way you think is golden.
Wow.
And
Wow.
my hope for you is that this is the kind of message that needs to be spread to other young boys,
Most
you know,
definitely.
of an upcoming generation. And like I
Yeah.
said, I think you are definitely are serving through this book as a mentor for those boys. So thank you for writing the book. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability with the world.
Wow.
You know, you won't know how many people are tied to your destiny, and how perhaps you writing this book is you've written it to get somebody out of something, not just yourself. So congratulations, and all the best with the book tour. Hey?
Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. As I normally used to say, you know, the friends that they happen to be with me, I always tell them, but guys, gratitude is the gateway to abundance. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity on
Yes.
Channel Africa. I believe that there's what we call subconscious mind. It works hand in hand with what we call law of vibration. One subconscious mind record that I love doing such, the law of vibration obviously has to intervene by making sure that it grows up until it reaches many people as much as it can. Thank you so much. I'm so
100%.
glad to be here.
Thank you very, very much. All the best. The author of The Innocent Present Moment, Eastern Cape based musician and author, Sinelizwi Mbidana.